Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll discuss about the phyllotaxy of the leaf. What is meant by phyllotaxy? Phyllotaxy is nothing but the pattern of the leaves on the stem or the branch, the arrangement of the leaves, how it is arranged, how many leaves, what is the alternative, or how it is arranged. It shows it is of the three types. One is alternative, one is opposite, and whorled. So here we can see that in China rose it shows one leaf one side and the another leaf in another side. Between these two some gap is there and it is look like the alternative in shape. So this kind of the phyllotaxy is nothing but the alternate phyllotaxy. And coming to the opposite phyllotaxy, it is a stem. It's showing that both leaves are in opposite in manner. So it is known as the opposite phyllotaxy. It is seen in the guava, whereas it's seen in the China. And coming to the whorled, it is a common point where all the leaves are together at only one common point. That is known as the whorled. It is known as the phyllotaxy. See, in the alternative type of the phyllotaxy, single leaf arrays at each node in an alternative manner, seen in the China rose. Sunflower and mustards in opposite pair of the leaves arrays at each node and lie opposite. It is seen in the calotropis and guava. More than 2 or 3 it present at the common node. It is known as whorled. It is seen in Alstonia. So based on the examples and the arrangement, matching can be asked. So it is important which flower is seen in guava is which kind of the phyllotaxy, that can be asked. So the examples are very important for this. Next, coming to the inflorescence. Inflorescence is a flower is a modified shoot wherein shoot apical meristem changes into a floral meristem. It is known as the inflorescence. So when the flower changes into apical meristem changes into floral meristem. So it is a kind of the arrangement of the flowers on a plant, or the flowering part of the plant describes the stem and its branches is known as how the flowers are grouped and how they attach to the plant is known as the inflorescence. Simply is nothing but arrangement of the flowers, how it is arranged, are attached to the branch or attached to the stem. So the apex produces different kinds of the floral appendages laterally at a successive node instead of the leaves. When shoot tip transform into a flower, it is always solitary. The arrangement of the flowers on the floral axis is known as inflorescence. Depending upon the apex gets developed into floral continuous or continuous to grow. It is of the two types of the inflorescence, racemose and cymose. In racemose inflorescence, the main axis continue to grow and the flowers borne laterally in an acropetal section. So in cymose type of the inflorescence, the main axis terminates in a flower, hence it is limited in a growth. It is present in a basipetal. Basipetal means at the base of the flowers are born at the base order. Centripetal means the flowers come at, acropetal means which grow upper side. You can see here, this is a racemose inflorescence. Next, flower. What is a flower? How many parts? What are the parts? Arrangement and everything. So flower is a reproductive unit in angiosperms. What are angiosperms? Angiosperms are called as the flowering plants. So it is meant for the sexual reproduction. A typical flowers had 4 kinds of the whorls successively on the solven end of the stalk or the pedicel. It is known as the thalamus or receptacle. So outer one is the calyx. from the calyx to corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Calyx and corolla are the axillary organs, which means it does not they are not reproductive organs. And whereas the androecium and gynoecium are the reproductive organs. In some flowering plants like lily, calyx and corolla are not distinct, so there can be we cannot able to see that, so then we call it as the periantha. When a flower has both androecium and gynoecium, when two male and female parts are present in a one plant, it is a bisexual. When flower having only a stamens or a carpels is known as the unisexual flower. So whereas coming to a symmetry, it has two types, radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry. When a flower is cut into two halves, it divided into two equal radial halves in any radial plane passing through a center, it is known as the actinomorphic, and it shows the radial symmetry. When it can be cut into two similar halves in only one, so in any center it can see it is a actinomorphic. Only in a one particular vertical plane is seen as a zygomorphics. So whereas in asymmetrical, it can be divided into two equal halves by any vertical plane seen in the kanna. So here all the examples are very important. Mustard, datura and chili. Here is a pea plant, gulmohar, bean and cassia. These are in morphology. Examples are very important. A flower can be trimerous, tetramerous and pentamerous. The floral appendages in multiples of 3, 4 and 5. So flowers with the bright reduced leaf plants in the base of the pedicel are called as the brackets. Where it does not have the brackets are called ebracteate. So based on the position, it is of the floral parts on thalamus, it is of three types: hypogynous, epigynous, perigynous. So based on the position of calyx and corolla, androecium in respect to hypogynous, the gynoecium occupies the highest position, whereas the other parts are below. See, in hypogynous, the gynoecium is the highest part and the remaining are the, this is the gynoecium, this is the gynoecium, and remaining are of the below the parts seen in the hypogynous. Whereas, so here the ovary is in a superior, it's seen in the mustard, China rose and brinjal. If the gynoecium is centered and the other parts are located on the rim of the thalamus, it is known as the perigynous. So this is a perigynous. In the perigynous, the ovary will be half superior and half inferior. In epigynous, the margin of the thalamus grow upwards and completely and get fused to with the other flowers above. It is no, the ovary is inferior. It's guava and cucumber we'll see. This is the epigynous. This is all about the flower. What are the type based on the floral part of the thalamus? It is of the two types: perigynous, epigynous and hypogynous. For in these examples are very important, try to remember it, and next class we will discuss about the parts of the flower like calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.